Good morning, students. Uh, I've uploaded I've uploaded the full service marketing first unit first unit chapter fully in this particular Moodle site. Full chapter I have uploaded for service marketing first unit, and I think I'm today I'm going to handle from this slide. Previous slides and all I already taken in that 1 hour session class. So we will start our session for today's class from this slide, where on the day we were talking about tangibility of goods and services. So this picture shows nearly that what is actually intangible and tangible dominance for each and every items we have seen on the day. We have seen some 4 or 5 types of services on the day. I told about related to finance, related to banking sectors, related to insurance, and related to where say for example this particular slide was talking about uh, hospitals, healthcare services, professional services, financial services, hospitality, then travels, other area means where on the day we were talking about different sectors like salon and spas, then talking about fast food restaurants, then we'll talk about then garden maintenance, that is lawn maintenance, everything will be coming under other sectors. Actually, this picture shows clearly about what is intangible and what all the items will be coming under tangible also we can see. Say for example, we have seen for example on the day in the upper part of the slide shows intangible. So intangible is where you can talk about teaching, then engineering sectors, then the theaters means the way you feel when you go for nowadays. You people enjoy a lot when you go for any theaters because previously and all before 20 years people go only for theaters and come back. But nowadays theaters is full of apart from viewing films, there are other aspects where people really enjoy go and spend there in the break times. For that itself, they'll be spending nearly 1,000 rupees. The ticket itself will be costing only about 500. But in between the break time of the cinemas, they'll be spending more than 1,000 rupees for some other items which they are uh, interested to spend. So the theaters, then comes advertising agencies and all, where you see lots of advertisements in televisions and both in print media and electronic media. You can see and you can feel whether you are really very much attracted towards any advertisements. So if you know any about advertising agencies, it will be interesting to talk about a lot because advertising plays a vital role nowadays in marketing the products. So advertising agency also will come into picture where there are leading advertising agencies in India. Say for example, there is HTA, that is Hindustan Thompson Associates, O&M, Ogilvy and Mathur. Every advertising agencies is there in Chennai also, or KBBDO. Every advertising agencies are there. They really uh, make advertisements in an effective manner to attract the people in the 20 seconds slot or 10-second slot, where people enjoy advertisements while seeing that 10 seconds or 20 seconds advertisement, so you can feel it and you can really enjoy it. And hotels, when you go to any hotels, you can enjoy the service being provided in the that particular hotels. So each and every hotel will be having different types of services. It might be also similar, but normally services actually it is an heterogeneous. Wherever you go, you can feel the heterogeneous in services sector. So it will not be the same wherever you go. It will be of different, but sometimes some hotels it may be imitating. So you can enjoy, but they'll be giving in different forms also. Then air travel. So air travel, that is air travels means you can talk about many companies where they arrange a tour package, either within India or international tours, and what are the packages they are offering and what are all the benefits they are giving to the clients. Everything just you can, uh, after enjoying only you will be knowing what is that you have enjoyed. So you can come and share everything to your friends or your colleagues, whoever it is. Once if you go there, that is if you are enjoying any tours means, so you will be coming and sharing either in a positive manner or a negative manner, whichever better experiences if you're having. So you will be, that is what here comes the word of mouth advertising. If you enjoy really, you will share the experience with your friends and colleagues that it is a very good company where you can enjoy and they pass on benefits to the customers. You'll be going and sharing, and if you are having better experiences also, they also will be coming and telling that please don't go to the travel agencies, so they are not very good in arranging tours in either a national or international wise. You will be coming and sharing. So these are all the sectors I have given in a few few examples I have given, which is intangible actually. And the bottom of the slide showing about tangible dominant. So here salt. So I have given here intangible dominant is salt, necktie, detergents, houses, automobiles. Uh, but I have given here actually where it combines both in intangible and tangible also. Say for example, tailored suit, fast food restaurants. That is what I have given here from this particular point where it is balanced, equally balanced weight, balanced item equally weighted and between goods and services. So this from this fast food restaurants, so where you can see both in intangible and also tangible. So only I have given the arrow mark here in this slide from the fast food that is in fast food restaurants where you can see also intangible, and some services you cannot see, that is see or feel, that also will be coming under in tangible dominance. So on the day itself in the class I was telling about salt. So once if you taste the food, if there is no salt, immediately you will get tensed. So that is what here a very important thing. So very important thing in the food where if a small quantity of salt is missing, the entire lunch or dinner will be spoiled. So you will be losing the mood of having or enjoying the dinner in that particular place. So it only I've given the intangible is actually salt, where you can really the spoil can happen within seconds. So you will be getting angry or even at your residence you will get tensed and you will be shouting at your mother or somebody else who has made the food for you. But in restaurants it will be happening in some other way, and you will be you'll be calling somebody else who is in charge of that restaurant, and they you'll be asking for the reduction in payment and other things also will happen. Then necktie. So how far the quality of the necktie is there means, so you can see people ask if the quality and the look is very good of the type, people will come and ask where you taken and what is the brand you purchased in this particular type. Everything they'll be asking. Then detergents. Normally, detergents after using it, people that is mostly ladies or the housewives they'll be using nowadays. Even not only ladies. So please don't think that I'm talking about ladies. Even gents nowadays. A male people are using detergents because they, as nowadays uh, both men and women are going for work, so every work is equally shared. So detergents, so both male and female talk about detergents. If it is good means, so next time they go and prefer the same brand, and if not means they talk about they go for different brands which is offering and giving convenience to them. Then house, so construction of houses. In the construction of houses, so if the work is very good and if it is built in quality, so the people will come and ask which company or which engineer has constructed this house, because we are talking about tangible here. So it is actually where the companies and the engineers play a vital role in designing the structure of an house. So if the output is really good means, so many people will be having an contact with the companies, and they will go and have an they, for the next project they will be consulting the companies, and they'll be getting guidance. So this is a very big industry, that is construction industry. But I've given only house here. There are other projects also. Generally, I've given house. We can put it as a construction industry. Then coming here, automobiles. So automobiles compulsorily you people would have faced many problems here in this because nowadays every individual is owning a two-wheeler, and at least 50% of your, if not 50%, at least 20% of your class will be having even cars also. So you, whenever you are facing any problems in the product or the service in the automobile sector, immediately you will be going and giving a complaint. So these are all the things will happen even in automobile sector. And come talking about tailored suit and fast food restaurant here. So I've given here both tailored suit and fast food restaurant. Both it will be coming under even in tangible and also in intangible. So because tailored suit, if you're not satisfied while wearing it, you can just feel it that it will be intangible. But tangible is actually where after wearing it, if anything is not fitting you, really you will be feeling bad about that tailoring company where you made the stitches. Then fast food restaurants where once people were not interested in fast food chain at all, but nowadays young generation people are preferring mostly fast food restaurants because they go spend time there at least for 15 minutes or half an hour, and this also will be coming in both tangible and intangible also. So where not only the taste but the appearance of the particular fast food restaurant also will be playing a critical role to take the satisfaction of the customers. So this is actually the very good picture of both tangibility of goods and services. So it is a very simple slide where you can talk about everything about the subject. And here, this is for each and every characteristics of services. So here we'll be talking about uh, implications of intangibility. So implications is that actually that is what we have already seen. Uh, Services cannot be inventory. So that is what we have to. Services cannot be stored. So it should be immediately passed on the with the product, or if you're selling the product, you should pass on the service immediately. Or if anybody else is coming to restaurant, what are all the services you are giving, you should pass it on immediately. It cannot be uh, stored. That is what the first point is talking about. And the services cannot be also not, it cannot be patented. So like the product, if you're inventing any new products, you can go and get patent for that product. But services, you cannot do like that. It cannot be patented that this is my service. Any company cannot claim that This service is only it should be used only by that particular so and so company. You cannot do like that because each and every company will be having different as services, but it might be sometimes looking similar. So you cannot tell that it is copied or my company has got patented these services and all. You cannot tell like that, and services cannot be readily displayed or communicated. So immediately you cannot tell that I will be doing this service or immediately you cannot communicate this service. No, it cannot be done like that. So it should be done proper manner. It should be done in a proper manner so that customers really, when they feel and enjoy it, only you can at the time of. So it can be linked with the first point. And I told that it cannot be inventory, no? So it should be passed on the spot itself. That is what here in this point also we can tell. That is, services cannot be readily displayed or nobody can put on a display when you enter into any restaurants or any very big star hotels or any tours and all. If you are going for any ships, you cannot write on the board and display this is the thing we are giving. No, whatever you're doing, you can do it on the spot, and customers will be really happy. You can give in different forms actually the services and all, and you cannot price it. You cannot fix it. The you cannot fix the price for any services and all. Doing a service, say doing a service for AC, that is actually different. That you will be charging. That is different. Coming to, I'm talking about hospitality sector, then talking about banking sector and all, pricing and all, you cannot fix it. So you, if it is taking time, at that time you can talk about extra service charges you can claim. That's all. You cannot immediately fix this is a service and you should pay for that. You cannot tell like that. So you should be comfortable where people to they are if they are affordable to pay also you should understand. So like that only pricing for all the like you're fixing the price for each and every product. You cannot fix the product for services and all. It is really very difficult for the companies to fix. And so this is actually uh, evaluation of product qualities. That is what here clothing, furniture, a motor vehicle, that and all it will be easy to evaluate. Then difficult to evaluate is legal services, medical surgery, then consultancy projects, then computer repairs. Everything will be these four particular points is actually they are difficult to evaluate. I think you know what is credence qualities. Credence means Tamil they will be telling about Nambagatanam. That is what here credence quality is. If you're having that belief that is Nambagatanam in Tamil, you can go for this particular 4 points, which is I've told about. It is difficult to evaluate. Talking about why I'm talking about legal services and medical surgery because so you cannot go and tell that this particular hospital is very good within 1 year. It takes time actually. So you cannot tell this particular doctor is doing a very good surgery within one cases or two cases. It will take time actually. So only we have put in the graph is here it is difficult to evaluate, and here I have given in the bottom these 3 points: high in search qualities, high in experience qualities, and high in credence qualities. So here comes high in experience qualities. So here talking about vacation. So whenever only this year, most of the people would have not gone for any vacation because everybody knows that wherever you go, because of this COVID-19 problem, nobody has not planned for any vacations and all. But when you see last year or for the past 10 years history, if you're taking every family, mostly they'll be planning for vacation, either national vacation or within Tamil Nadu or international wise they'll be going for vacation April, May, June and all most of the trains and most of the flights will be full because everybody will be planning for the vacation, and after finishing that vacation they'll come and share the experience what they really enjoy. And lawn fertilizer. So lawn fertilizer is that normally that even lawn means everybody knows uh, garden maintenance and how you are maintaining the garden and what are all the fertilizers used in the garden. For that only, when you experience only, you can talk about that particular lawn facilities you are all enjoying. Immediately, you cannot tell that I know this one and I know that one. No, you cannot do that. Where you should experience it, then only you can share. You can share with some your neighbors or friends, whoever it is. And one more point here we're talking about is meals, restaurant meals. So there are very good hotels or restaurants where people go and prefer to have only meals in that particular hotel. There are many people they prefer only few hotels like that because the quality of the food or the quality of the materials whichever they are using, it will be in good quality, and the people prefer to go and join or to take food or any other arranging parties or any other thing. People prefer only that sort of restaurants. So normally search qualities everybody knows, where when you are interested to buy any two wheelers or four wheelers, you go and search for information. And it is very easy also to collect information about this particular product. Certainly I've given here in this extreme left I've given easy to evaluate, in this extreme right I've given difficult to evaluate. So product qualities affect normally the ease of evaluation. This is also a very good chart talking about the services sector, and this is example for this slide is talking about Air France. So in this Air France, where they talk about comfortness. So if you travel in our company's flight, they talk about so in the wording itself it is there in the slide. Experience comfort with Air France on our two information they are giving here. One is comfortness, and one more information they are passing it to the customer is there is a daily flight from India to France. That is from Delhi to France. There is a daily flight. Two informations are being passed here. So please, whenever you are seeing any advertisements, so please listen or please read it carefully. There will be not there will not be only one information. There will be many informations. If not many, at least there will be two or three informations. In this slide, they will be talking about they are talking about comfortness, and they are talking about there is a daily flight flying between Delhi and France. So they are talking about comfortness. So they are providing a very big service. That is actually they are talking about here in this is comfort. So this one is talking about this slide is talking about construction of houses, how it is being constructed, and location also. Okay, that is what you are talking about. And here comes heterogeneity. So if anybody else cannot understand heterogeneity, we can talk about that is what here in the brackets it is there. Variable. You can show services. You can show services actually in various forms. That is what here heterogeneity is talking about. One that is one particular word. It is being highlighted. Moments of truth. Why I have given these moments of truth, because you can come and share it. Have to enjoy that service, you can come and share with your friends, colleagues, or family members what is it you really enjoy. As if when you come and tell the person who is listening to the comments, whichever you are passing, they can also feel what is it the company is really giving. So that is what here two things we'll be talking in this slide is services should be delivered in real time on the spot, that is, and it should be also central to service delivery. You should not make a delay. And one more thing is, it can service quality varies across service encounters. It will be for each and every service methodology. You can give different forms of services. So you can show on, you can continuously give. If I'm going this time, you will be enjoying one service. Next time, if you are going, you will be enjoying one different service. Everything you can do in heterogeneity. And this one is again implications of heterogeneity. How you are talking about implications in heterogeneity. That is what here talk. Well, in this slide, we are talking about service delivery and customer satisfaction depend on employee actions. So whenever you are giving service, so the frontline executives, how his reaction is, that is a main aspect. So if you're telling I'm giving service and the person who is communicating to the customer is having different body language and they have the way of communication, oral communication is very bad, means that the entire service being given by the organization will be totally spoiled. So you should, that is what the first point is talking about. Service delivery and customer satisfaction fully depends on employee actions. So the picture itself is showing if somebody else is passing comments on customers and all, it is very bad actually. And it also depends on many uncontrollable factors. Nowadays, people order through online, even foods. Say, I'll take today foods. If you are making an order, any food through Swiggy, there are many uncontrollable factors. Company will tell that within half an hour will be reaching. And if you're ordering the food, if it is taking 1.5 hours, and you may ask, what is a real problem? There are some uncontrollable factors that cannot be predicted by the company itself. There will be any climatic conditions or there will be any traffic related problem. These are all uncontrollable factors actually. And the third point is talking about there will not be any sure knowledge that the service delivered matches what was planned and promoted. So you can, if you are planning on service, you cannot compare what we have planned is being promoted. No, and coming on the spot, some minor changes it will be happening, and according to the convenience of the customer, you can change the pattern of service also. That is what here implications of heterogeneity. And talking about here is variability. You can give different forms. That is what here talking about strategies is customer feedback, training in interpersonal and technical skills for frontline executives. That compulsorily all the persons who are working in the company should know about the product knowledge. Without product knowledge, nobody cannot go and explain to the customer very easily. And you should ensure always backstage system support for frontline staff. So if frontline staff is explaining something, so the backstage system, anybody from technical wise, they can give support for the frontline staff if they are not technically strong and use standardization strategies for franchising and scripts and build quality into all processes. So if you're not building quality in all the process of the service sectors, so you will be missing the customers again. So this one is already we have seen in FedEx from this picture. This picture, I don't know how many of them can really understand. If anybody else can understand means you can message me after that is if you are seeing the video that is on Monday. So today's date is actually 9. That is you will be watching the video on 10th. So anybody else, if anybody else is seeing the video and if you are messaging me what really in this picture they are telling, I'll appreciate you. So FedEx is talking about what in this picture. So you can message me to the in the group and everybody can really enjoy what is that they are telling in this slide. And here are two or three slides talking about uh, the facilities given by that each and every company. And here comes inseparable, so simultaneous production and consumption. That is what we are talking. It is simultaneously uh, product and service. It should be done simultaneously. You should not separate. And the service product, the service provider is the product. So if the service provider is a product, means here talking about when you are delivering the product, do the that frontline executive should do the service provider on the spot itself, and it should not carry it to some other time. The customer is involved compulsorily whenever you are giving service. Without the customer, nothing can be involved. Only 40% employee will be taking care of that service. 60% customer should be involved in that service category, and other customers may be present or might not be present also, because whenever if some other customers are coming, uh, they will also be interested to enjoy the service. So sometimes they might be there or might not be there, depends upon the situation. And this is the implications for both simultaneous production and consumption. And talking about one more product is actually these are all the slides talking about when you travel in British Airways. The wording is like this: the world is waiting when you wake up. That much comfortness they are talking here. And the last one is in this slide is perishable. Already we have talked about the first point. Services cannot be stored. You should need to manage supply and demand. This is what actually really you should do on the spot. And the supply and demand, it should be managed properly. If your so first point, it is not stored, means second point is talking about uh, on the spot the supply, what really the customer is expecting, and according to that customer expectation you should give the service. I think you understood actually the uh, four particular points, that is what characteristics of services in this particular video. And the next slide will be talking about implications. These are all some pictures where talking about the perishability characteristics. So this is already we have seen difference between goods and services. With this I conclude my session because it's already 33 minutes. With this I conclude the session, and we'll continue in the next session talking about classification of services. Sorry, that also we are seeing classification of services. Yes, classification of services we'll see in the coming session. Thank you, students.